talking till the break of dawn, sharing secrets till the night was gone. You held my hand like it meant the world, like every truth was safe if it was heard. But slowly silence replaced our words, like quiet storms we never heard. And piece by piece we watched us fall, losing little things we never named at all. Love doesn't crumble all at once, it slips away in gentle fronts. These are the things we lost in love, the late night talks, the soft push and shove, the laughter that fit us like a glove, the version of us we were dreaming of. These are the things we lost in love, the trust we swore we'd never be rid of. We held on too tight or not enough, and we lost the things we built with love. We lost the mornings waking slow, when sunlight touched your face glow. We lost the ease of being near, when comfort lived without a fear. We lost the spark that once ran deep, a flame too tight to even keep. We lost the more we used to chase, leaving only echoes in your empty place. Some loves fade like forgotten art, colors draining from the heart. These are the things we lost in love, the late night talks, the soft push and shove, the laughter that fit us like a glove, the version of us we were dreaming of. These are the things we lost in love, the trust we swore we'd never be rid of. We held on too tight or not enough, and we lost the things we built with love. Maybe we grew before we knew, maybe we bent until we tore through. Maybe time wasn't on our side, maybe fear was what we tried to hide. But I still remember the softness of you, the way you smiled like the world was new. I miss the fights we learned from two, and the way we always found a breakthrough. Now all that's left is what we couldn't save, the ghosts of promises we once gave. I count them gently one by one, the things we lost when love was done. I'm learning how to let things go, to heal from wounds I didn't show. I keep the memories but loosen the weight of what we couldn't recreate. Some things weren't meant to stay in the past, some love is real but never lasts. Still I look back softly at what came undone, all the things we lost before love was gone. These are the things we lost in love, the open hearts we were made of, the tenderness we couldn't rise above, the fragile hope we kept thinking of. These are the things we lost in love, but losing them taught me who I was. I'll cherish the parts that didn't bluff, even the things we lost in love. Maybe someday we'll understand why certain things slip out of hand, but until then I'll rise above, holding gently the things we lost in love. Grown used to the sound of quiet nights where your voice once lived like soft porch lights. Now the walls don't echo the way they should, but somehow the silence feels understood. I trace the spaces you no longer feel, those empty corners that stay so still. It's strange how comfort shifts into the unknown, how your absence started feeling like home. I don't know when the ache can turn to air, but suddenly you weren't even there. Your absence feels like home, like something familiar I've grown to know, like a quiet place where the hurt can go, where the shadows sit and the soft winds blow. Your absence feels like home, not warm, not right, but something sewn into the bones that learn to stand alone. How did I get here where your absence feels like home? I used to wait for your footsteps by the door, for the gentle laugh I don't hear anymore. Your name once lived on my lips like prayer, but now it lingers as empty air. I keep your mug in the same old place, pretending it helps me. Funny how life reshapes what's known. Now I breathe better when I'm on my own. I thought losing you would wreck my days, but slowly, softly I found new ways. Your absence feels like home, like something familiar I've grown to know, like a quiet place where the sit and the soft winds blow. Your absence feels like home, not warm, not right, but something sewn into the bones that learn to stand alone. How did I get here where your absence feels like home? Maybe healing isn't fire rain, maybe it's learning to live with the pain, maybe it's finding peace in the cracks where all love dies but never fully retracts. I still miss you more than I admit, but missing you doesn't hurt like it did. Some nights your memory holds me tight, but most nights now I'm my own light. It scares me how much I've learned to stand without your voice or your trembling hand. I never thought I'd call this my own, but somehow your absence feels like home. I'm finding pieces of who I was before the chaos, before the us. A gentle version, soft and slow, one you didn't get to know. And though the past still pulls, sometimes I'm not collapsing between the lines. I'm building something my heart can own, a life where grief doesn't drown what's grown. Your absence feels like home, a place I didn't choose but learned to know, a quiet room where I've let myself grow, where the hurt runs deep yet steady and slow. Your absence feels like home, and maybe that's how healing is shown. Learning to walk this world on my own, even if it came from your absence. Feeling like home. One day this place won't feel so hollow. One day new light will softly follow. But tonight I breathe in what I've outgrown. say my name like it was sacred. Soft as a promise we never quite made it. Your eyes once held a spark for me, a warmth I thought would always be. But slowly love slipped from your lips, turning tender words in a quiet eclipse. I heard it first in your fading presence, the day you loved me. In past tense, love doesn't always crash or break. Sometimes it shifts for its own sake. You love me in past tense, in memories where your heart made sense, in stories you told with soft intent, in moments that felt heaven sent. But now your voice grows hesitant. Your I love you is come and went, and I'm left holding what's left since you loved me in past tense. You held me once like I was forever, as if nothing in this world could sever the way our hearts were intertwined, like destiny had drawn the lines. But time betrayed the truth we hid, turning we are into we once did. You kept your distance, subtle, immense, and suddenly your love was past tense. It didn't fade with the sudden blow, it slipped away too slow to know. You love me in past tense, in memories where your heart made sense, in stories you told with soft intent, in moments that felt heaven sent. But now your voice grows hesitant. Your I love you is come and went, and I'm left holding what's left since you loved me in past tense. Oh, maybe you tried to love me still, but feelings don't follow strength or will. Maybe you broke long before I saw. Maybe goodbye was your quiet call. But what hurts most is the gentle shift, the way your smile began to drift. You looked at me like you once did, but the spark had turned to something hid. I begged for signs that love remained, but your silence told me what changed. You didn't need words to make it make sense. Your heart said enough. In past tense, I'm learning now to face the truth, that loving you was brave but bruised. I'm letting go of what we were, of every echo, every blur. One day I'll speak of you softly too, a chapter closed but something true. But for now I'm healing the consequence of loving someone who loved in past tense, in a world where love had no defense, in a memory sealed with fingerprints, in a truth that time could not prevent. I'll carry the warmth, the remnants, even if your heart is no longer bent toward me with love. Oh, it makes sense because you loved me in past tense. Maybe someday I'll love again without the shadow of what's been. But tonight I breathe through the difference between loving now and loving in past tense. The moon is hanging low again, pouring silver on everything we've been. Your shadow flickers on my wall, a memory rising just to fall. I keep your pillow on my left side, pretending you're here for one more night. But all I feel is the cold shining through. Another long night missing you. I tell myself the ache will fade, but missing you feels handmade. It's another night missing you, another room with too much truth, another heart that beats into, trying to live with what we lost too soon. Another night missing you, counting stars with nothing new. No matter what the days undo, my nights still fall missing you. The clock keeps ticking on my chest, every second a gentle unrest. I scroll through texts we used to send, reading beginnings that had no end. Your laughter still lives in my head, a ghost that refuses to stay dead. I turn off the lights, but it shines right through this quiet torture, missing you. Maybe love stays when people go, maybe that's why it hurts so slow. It's another night missing you, another room with too much truth, another heart that beats into, trying to live with what we lost too soon. Another night missing you, counting stars with nothing new. No matter what the days undo, my nights still fall missing you. Maybe I loved you more than I knew, maybe you broke the bigger truth. Maybe healing isn't meant to be a clean escape from memory. But God, it hits me hard at night when the world grows quiet and out of sight. That's when your name feels close again, as if the hurt knows where I've been. I close my eyes to hide the bruise, but all I see is losing you. And here I am, as loose and due, but count the hours missing you. I know one day this ache will bend, not disappear, just soften at the end. I'll build a life that you won't see, a gentle world that sets me free. But tonight that future feels too faint a wish, too dim a star. So here I stay with a heart torn through, caught in another night missing you. It's another night missing you, another truth I can't undo. The choir sings a lonely tune, a song that always leads to you. Another night missing you, another prayer you might come through. But deep inside I always knew some nights are made for missing you. Maybe tomorrow I'll feel brand new, but tonight the sky feels torn in two. So I lay awake in the drifting blue, just facing another night missing you. You walked away before the dawn, before our love could fully form. You left me holding half a dream, a stitched together broken seam. Your shadow lingers in my chest, a quiet ache I can't suppress. You were the spark, the missing part. Now I'm left with an unfinished heart. Some stories end before they start. Some loves break in the softest part. I'm living with an unfinished heart, a piece of me missing where you used to spark. I try to move forward but fall apart. I'm learning to breathe with this incomplete art. An unfinished heart, still painted with you in every part. I'm trying to heal but I don't know where to start. When I'm living with an unfinished heart. Your touch still echoes through my skin, a fading warmth where you had been. Your voice a ghost I can't unhear, a whisper truth too loud to bear. I keep the fragments that you left, those quiet notes of tenderness, but memories cut like fragile glass. An unfinished heart I can't outlast. I try to build a brand new start, but how do you fix half of a heart? I'm living with an unfinished heart, a piece of me missing where you used to spark. I try to move forward but fall apart. I'm learning to breathe with this incomplete art. An unfinished heart, still painted with you in every part. I'm trying to heal but I don't know where to start. When I'm living with an unfinished heart. Maybe some loves break by design, leaving spaces between the lines. Maybe a chapter in my book was never meant for a second look. But God, it hurts to feel this gap, this empty place I can't unwrap. You left so gently without a fight, like fading shadows and fading light. I'm left with questions, pages torn, a heart half loved, a grief half born. You were the piece that made me start. Now I'm stranded with an unfinished heart. I'm learning how to stitch the seams, to build new hope from broken dreams, to fill the spaces you left behind with pieces strong, with days that shine. It won't be perfect, hearts rarely are, but healing grows wherever we are. One day I'll love without falling apart, but tonight I live with an unfinished I'm living with an unfinished heart, trying to mend all the broken parts, finding a rhythm in the slow restart, learning to stand in the aftermath's art. An unfinished heart, still holding your ghost in every part, but someday this ache will finally depart, and I'll finish my unfinished heart. Until the day I'll hold what's true, the love I lost, the piece of you. Some hearts heal slow, some fall apart, but mine will rise from an unfinished heart. I still remember how the hallway felt, cold and hollow like the truth you dealt. Your suitcase breathing heavy in your hands. a silent ending I couldn't understand. You didn't shout, you didn't cry, you just looked at me with a tired sigh. And everything changed forevermore in the quiet way you closed the door. Some goodbyes scream, but yours whispered pain, soft as thunder without the rain. It was the way you closed the door, not loud, not sharp, but something more, gentle click that shook my core. A final breath I couldn't ignore. The way you closed the door told me you were mine anymore. No final words, no last encore, just the sound of a closing door. You kept your eyes away from mine, like you were hiding a warning sign. I reached for you, but you stepped back, leaving nothing but the cold and black. You said I'm sorry with trembling lips, but so doesn't prevent eclipse. I watched you fade like the night before, washed away by a closing door. Love doesn't always end with a fight. Sometimes it leaves too soft, too quiet. It was the way you closed the door, not loud, not sharp, but something more, gentle click that shook my core. A final breath I couldn't ignore. The way you closed the door told me you were mine anymore. No final words, no last encore, just the sound. Maybe you broke long before that day. Maybe your heart had slipped away. Maybe love died in subtle tones, and all the feelings left unknown. But what I can't forget is your stillness there, the look that said you couldn't repair, the fragile places we used to mend, the hopes we thought would never end. You didn't scream, you simply pressed your hand against the door and blessed the quiet goodbye. I can't restore the life that left when you closed the door. I'm learning now to walk alone, to fill the rooms where ghosts have grown, to breathe in spaces once filled with you, to light my days with something new. But still at night I hear that sound, a small click that shook the ground, a memory carved through my very core, the gentle ache of a closing door. It was the way you closed the door, not loud but louder than ever before, quiet walked into my life like sunlight spilling in. No hesitation, no place to begin. You warmed the cold parts I hid so well, turning lonely rooms into something I could feel. I didn't ask for it, didn't see it start. Didn't expect you to rewrite my heart, but that's how it goes, soft and transforming. That's how it feels when love comes without warning. Some loves arrive like a gentle tide, soft unannounced with nothing to hide. It was love without warning. It was love without warning. A spark that woke me in early morning, a quiet flame that kept on forming. I didn't see you coming, but you stayed transforming. Love without warning, the kind that hits without exploring. Now I'm left with a heart that's mourning, a love that came and left without warning. Touched my soul in unexpected ways, gave meaning to my empty days. You saw the cracks behind my smile, held me close for a little while. I built a home inside your eyes, a fragile hope I idealized. But love can shift, quiet and storming, and soaking hearts that change without warning. I never knew how fast things fade, how a dream can slip from what we made. It was love without warning. It was love without warning, a spark that woke me in early morning, a quiet flame that kept on forming. I didn't see you coming, but you stayed transforming. Love without warning, the kind that hits without exploring. Now I'm left with a heart that's mourning, a love that came and left without warning. Maybe we met too soon to last, two broken hearts running from the past. Maybe the timing wasn't right, maybe your soul gave up the fight. But God, I'd relive it all again. Your gentle touch, your soft amen. Even if it ends in ache, even if it's more than I can take. Because loving you felt like coming alive, like breathing deeper than I survived. I never asked, but you came storming and changed my life with love without warning. Now I walk through days that hold your trace. Every shadow wears your face. The silence whispers where you stood, a memory carved in unfinished wood. I try to move on slow and clear, but it's still heavy in the atmosphere. Some wounds bruised deep, quietly forming the aftermath of love without warning. It was love without warning, a sunrise kind of love restoring, a fragile fire worth adoring, even knowing it wouldn't stay. Love without warning, a story written without forewarning. Now I stand in a life still mourning, a love that came and slipped away without warning. Maybe someday I'll understand why love can vanish just like sin. But tonight I hold the truth transforming. I once had you in love without warning. I Found the letters you wrote last year, folded edges, ink smear clear. Your handwriting still shakes my bones, soft like promises I should've known. They're scattered now across the tiles, a trail of ghosts and cursive miles. Every word feels heavier than before, blue letters falling on my floor. I pick 'em up, but they slip away. Memories don't know how to stay. Blue letters on my floor, pieces of love I can't ignore. Every sentence cuts me more, pulling me back to what came before. Blue letters on my floor, you're gone, but your words still knocking my door. I'm living a life I didn't ask for, haunted by blue letters on my floor. You wrote about forever like it was real, a tender touch I could almost feel. You said we healed through any storm, said love like ours was always warm. But paper lies when hearts divide, when quiet truths get pushed aside. Now every line feels like a war, blue letters bleeding on my floor. I wanna burn them, wanna cry, but love like this refuses to die. Blue letters on my floor, pieces of love I can't ignore. Every sentence cuts me more, pulling me back to what came before. Blue letters on my floor, you're gone, but your words still knock at my door. I'm living a life I didn't ask for, haunted by blue letters on my floor. And maybe you meant every word you wrote before the tides changed in your throat, before the distance grew too wide, before the truth could no longer hide. But God, it hurts to hold these pages, love that died in quiet stages. Your ink still whispers where you stood, telling me you love me more than you could. If I close my eyes, I hear your voice, soft as regret, soft as choice. But then reality hits once more, as I stare at blue letters on my floor. One by one I fold them tight, like fragile pieces of fading light. I place them in a box of truth, a graveyard built for me and you. I know someday I'll walk away from the wounds that ache today, but healing starts with letting go of every blue word you let me know. Blue letters on my floor, your memories drifting like waves to shore. I'm learning to need your love no more, even as my hands shake at the core. Blue letters on my floor, I'll gather them gently like what we were. Your past won't hold me like before. No more blue letters on my floor. Think we'll fade, the pain will too, but I'll always keep a piece of you. Not in the letters you once swore, but in the silence left on my floor. You held my hand like it still meant something, but your eyes were drifting, your heartbeat running. You smiled at me like you used to do. But it felt rehearsed, not honest, not true. I tried to pull you close again, but love was slipping through your skin. I felt the distance, sharp and unrehearsed. The moment I knew you let go first. Some love doesn't break in storms, it fades in quiet, changing forms. You let go first, before a word was said, before the worst, before the tears, before the curse. Somehow your silence spoke it first. You let go first, like letting go didn't even hurt. You left me holding all the dirt while you walked away untouched, unburned. You let go first. I watched you laugh at things unfunny, a hollow echo that tasted funny. Your hugs grew shorter by the day. Your promises fell halfway. I asked you softly, is something wrong? You shook your head, but looked so gone. That was the moment the truth reversed. You weren't mine anymore. You let go first, and I kept reaching, pulling tight while you slipped out night by night. You let go first, before a word was said, before the worst, before the tears, before the curse. Somehow your silence spoke it first. You let go first, like letting go didn't even hurt. You left me holding all the dirt while you walked away untouched, unburned. You let go first. Maybe love was too heavy to hold. Maybe it cracked before you told. Maybe your heart was bruised and tired. Maybe the fire just expired. But God, it broke me to watch you fade, to feel the warmth quietly trade for something distant, something cold. A goodbye whispered, a truth untold. You left the room but stayed in place, a fading light behind your face. And all my efforts just made it worse, trying to hold on when you let go first. Now I'm learning how to breathe again, to trust my heart around the bend, to understand it's not my blame when someone leaves without a flame. I'll heal someday, but for now it hurts, the hollow truth that you let go first. You let go first, long before goodbye rehearsed, long before my heart was cursed. The signs were there, quiet and terse. You let go first, a gentle drift, a quiet burst. You broke away without reverse, leaving me holding what love dispersed. You let go first. Maybe someday I'll let go too, but tonight I'm still holding you through every tear, through every thirst. Healing begins where you let go first. I scroll through words you wrote last year, tiny moments I still hold near. Your late night jokes, your morning high, the way you typed like you were mine. I know I should delete them take the fall, but every time I try it cuts like edges, 'cause my heart still keeps your old messages. They're just pixels on a glowing screen, but they're the closest to what we've been. I still keep your messages, every line, every word, every tenderness. Even though they hurt, I must confess, they're the last thing left of your gentleness. I still keep your messages, the text that held what you couldn't express. I know I should delete them, but nonetheless, I'm holding on through your messages. You used to tell me about your day, the little things you lose or say. You send me pictures of the rain or random thoughts inside your brain. Now those same messages feel like ghosts, echoes of love I miss the most. And though your name now brings distress, I can't let go of your messages. I know you moved on, turned the page, but I'm still stuck inside. I still keep your messages, every line, every word, every tenderness. Even though they hurt, I must confess, they're the last thing left of your gentleness. I still keep your messages, the text that held what you couldn't express. I know I should delete them, but nonetheless, I'm holding on through your messages. Maybe it's wrong, maybe it's weak to hold the things I shouldn't keep, but healing isn't black and white. It's late night scrolling, losing fights. I reread your goodnight like a prayer, pretending once you really cared. I replay the miss you that felt so true before you softened and withdrew. Your old emojis still sting my chest, little symbols of what was best. I know they're lies now, secondhand pledges, but I still keep your messages. One day I'll gather the strength to erase the digital traces of your face. One day these memories won't hold me down. I'll fold them gently, lay them down. But until then, I'm stuck between what once was love and what has been. Still searching for closure I can't access, hidden deep in your messages. I still keep your messages, the broken truth and their sweetness. Proof of a love we couldn't progress, but too fragile still to dispossess. I still keep your messages, because losing them feels like losing us. I know healing starts when I release the rest, but tonight I breathe through your messages. Maybe someday I'll hit delete, but tonight that moment feels incomplete. For now the past is all I can caress, so I still keep your messages. You started drifting like a quiet tide, pulling farther from my side. I held on tight, tried to stay the same, tried to fight what had no name. Your heart grew tired, mine grew afraid. We kept pretending we hadn't frayed. Two souls unraveling day by day. We didn't break at once, just in different ways. We didn't fall apart in one big scene. We cracked softly in spaces unseen. We broke in different ways. You grew colder while I begged you to stay. You drifted outward, I clung in dismay. Two hurting hearts on a shared runway. We broke in different ways. You stopped trying while I burned to save. I held on tightly, you slipped away. Love ending quiet in different ways. Your silence spoke louder than your words, a quiet truth that always hurt. I tried to fill every empty space, but nothing reached you, not my face. You healed by leaving, I healed by scars. You walked away, I counted stars. You turned your back, I knelt and prayed. We didn't lose the same, we broke in different ways. Some hearts recover by letting go, some break deeper before they grow. We broke in different ways. You grew colder while I begged you to stay. You drifted outward, I clung in dismay. Two hurting hearts on a shared runway. We broke in different ways. You stopped trying while I burned to save. I held on tightly, you slipped away. Love ending quiet in different ways. Oh, maybe the last too much of us, left too many pieces turned to dust. Maybe the timing wasn't kind, maybe we broke by heart design. But God had shattered me to see the way your eyes stopped choosing me. While I was fighting through the pain, you were learning how to explain a softer ending, a gentler fade, a quiet exit from our gate. You slipped away without delay, but I stayed falling in my own way. Now I'm learning how to stand alone, finding comfort in the unknown. You healed by leaving, I healed by tears, wiping off our empty years. One day I'll smile without this ache. One day my chest won't feel so brave, but even then I'll still replay how we broke together in different ways. We broke in different ways. You found freedom while I found decay. You found closure, I found disarray. Two endings born from the same love sway. We broke in different ways. You walked lightly, I cried for days, but maybe that's how heartbreak plays. Two souls undone in different ways. I remember us, not the pain we portrayed, but the love we had before we frayed. Still the truth stays, we didn't break apart. We broke in different ways. I trace the places where your hands once stayed, little fingerprints time can't erase. Your laughter still lives in the corners here, a fading echo I pull near. You came into my life like summer rain, soft and warm, then gone again. I didn't know love could feel so strong and still not last very long. You left quietly without a warning sigh. longer. Just a few more nights, a little stronger. A bit more time for us to wander through every dream we built together. I wish you loved me longer, before the fire turned to hunger, before your heart grew cold and somber. God, I wish you loved me longer. You looked at me like I was something rare, a gentle treasure you learned to spare. But slowly your eyes began to dim, like loving me was wearing thin. You held my heart like it was borrowed time, a quiet truth you couldn't define. I tried to stay strong, try to be stronger, but truth is I wish you loved me longer. Love shouldn't fade like a setting sun, but you slipped away one by one. I wish you loved me longer, just a few more nights, a little stronger. A bit more time for us to wander through every dream we built together. I wish you loved me longer, before the fire turned to hunger, before your heart grew cold and somber. God, I wish you loved me longer. Maybe time, it was never our friend. Maybe your heart reached its end. Maybe you tried harder than I knew. Maybe letting go was hard for you too. But there are moments I still replay, little flashes of better days. The way your smile lit up the room, the way your warmth fought back my gloom. And every time I close my eyes, I feel the tear behind goodbyes. My chest still aches with the same old hunger. God, how I wish you loved me longer. I'm learning to breathe in a world without you, to stitch my wounds where they tore through. Some days I stand strong, some days I fall, some days I feel nothing at all. But healing doesn't answer why some loves grow wings just to fly. You were my beginning, my hope, my song, but you couldn't stay for very long. I wish you loved me longer, before goodbye grew sharp and stronger, before the truth cut deep like thunder, that we were not each other's forever. I wish you loved me longer, a few more moments to feel fonder, a little more time before the blunder of losing you to something stronger. Maybe someday I'll understand why you let go of my trembling hand. But tonight, beneath this quiet hunger, I'll whisper softly, I wish you loved me longer. You still say hi, like nothing's wrong, like we weren't breaking all along. Your voice still sounds like something warm, but your eyes are cold, a quiet storm. We talk like strangers, sharing space, soft smiles hiding a hollow place. I feel the truth that silence shows. Every greeting now is an empty hello. It's strange how love becomes routine, a faded script we barely mean. These empty hellos, they echo louder than the words we chose. A quiet ache that only grows, a fragile truth the heart still knows. Empty hellos, empty hellos, pretending closeness nobody owes. We used to be fire, now we're shadows, talking in nothing but empty hellos. You ask me how my day has been, but you don't listen like you did then. Your smile is soft but so detached, a door once open, permanently latched. I'm not an answer, play along, even though it all feels wrong. We drift through moments, high and low, held together by empty hellos. Can't fade without a fight, just disappear from left to right. These empty hellos, they echo louder than the words we chose. A quiet ache that only grows, a fragile truth the heart still knows. Empty hellos, empty hellos, pretending closeness nobody owes. We used to be fire, now we're shadows, talking in nothing but empty hellos. Maybe we stayed too long inside a love that slowly, quietly died. Maybe we try to save what broke, but some truths stay unspoken. But God, it hurts to see you here, so close and body so far in fear. I'd rather you scream, I'd rather you cry than watch you greet me with half a lie. Your voice says hi, but your heart says go, and every word cuts soft and slow. I miss the warmth you used to show before we learned. These empty hellos, I wonder if there's hope to find, a spark still hiding deep behind. Or maybe we're walking separate roads, still pretending in quiet codes. I wish I knew which way to turn, to hold on tight or let love burn. But tonight the truth is all I know. We're holding on with empty hellos. These empty hells never find what's gone. Well, maybe it's time to just move on. But until then, we play used to say your name with ease, like breathing in a summer breeze. Rolled off my tongue so soft, so light. A little comfort in the darkest night. But things can change without a sound, and even warmth can weigh you down. Now every time it slips out somehow, your name feels heavy on me now. Funny how love can shift to pain, how the sweetest words can leave a stain. Your name feels heavy now, like a stone I carry I can't put down. A quiet ache that won't allow my heart to breathe or come unbound. Your name feels heavy now, once soft as rain, now thunder loud. It used to lift me, now it drowns. Your name feels heavy now. I hear your name in every song, in whispered winds that feel so wrong. Friends still ask, have you heard from them? And I just freeze and break again. And one's love now cuts so deep, a memory I cannot keep. I try to say it, but I don't know how. Your name feels heavier somehow. It's not the letters, not the sound, it's the history that weighs me down. Your name feels heavy now, like a stone I carry I can't put down. A quiet ache that won't allow my heart to breathe or come unbound. Your name feels heavy now, once soft as rain, now thunder loud. It used to lift me, now it drowns. Your name feels heavy now, feels heavy. Maybe someday it won't hurt to hear. Maybe time will make it clear. Maybe your name will fade to air, a distant echo I'm not aware of anymore. But I'm not there right now. It hits me like a wave, a reminder of what I couldn't save. Your name still walks through my chest, touching scars that never rest. I hear it once and fall apart, a simple sound that stops my heart. You don't know the weight you endowed. Your name feels heavy now. I'm learning slowly how to heal, how to accept the things I feel. But healing isn't a straight line, it dips and breaks and rewinds. One day I'll say your name and smile, let it pass in quiet style. But tonight it trembles through me somehow. Your name feels heavy now. Your name feels heavy now, a weight I didn't choose to allow. It used to whisper love and vow, now it bruises where it once bound. Your name feels heavy now, but someday it won't drag me down. I'll speak it soft without the sound of breaking hearts in the background. Until then I breathe slow somehow. Drowning in without your sound. Once a melody, now a thundercloud. Your name feels heavy now. The room still echoes with the things you didn't say. Words have formed, then thrown away. You stood there quiet, eyes somewhere else, like loving me was hurting yourself. I waited for truth, for a reason to stay, but silence came and swept you away. Now all that's left of your soft goodbye is the stillness you left, too heavy to hide. Some heartbreaks whisper some ending sigh. Yours was a silence I can't deny. And now I'm left holding the quiet, the space where your voice used to ride. The words you never said burn like a diet of emptiness I can't deny it. Left holding the quiet, like a fragile way you'd sworn to hide it. You walked away but kept me tied in the hush you left. I'm left holding the quiet. Your footsteps faded down the hall, soft as winter, cold as fall. You didn't slam the door, cry, just breathe one last unspoken why. I reached for you but reached through air, your warmth already nowhere there. You left me drowning in your lullaby, a silence too deep to identify. I beg for a truth you never gave, and silence carved the deepest grave. And now I'm left holding the quiet, the space where your voice used to ride. The words you never said burn like a diet of emptiness I can't deny it. Left holding the quiet, like a fragile way you sworn to hide it. You walked away but kept me tied in the hush you left holding the quiet. Maybe you thought that stillness was kind, that silence would somehow ease my mind. But silence cuts in deeper ways than anything a goodbye ever says. I still replay the hush you made, the final breath before you strayed. Your silence wrapped around my chest, a gentle ghost that stole my rest. If only you'd spoken, cried or screamed, anything beyond this dream where I stand alone, half terrified, left holding everything you left inside. Now I'm learning how to break the spell, to speak my truth instead of dwell. I open windows, let light in, let healing start a hurt has been. Your quiet no longer owns the room, though some nights still recall its gloom. But with each breath I reclaim my riot, no longer crushed by your quiet. Still I remember holding the quiet, your ghost in every pause untried. Yeah, heaviest stones I couldn't fight it, but I'm learning now to rise beside it. Left holding the quiet, but now I know how to rewrite it. You left in silence, but I survived it, strong enough to set down the quiet. Maybe your silence said its part, but mine will never break my heart. I laid yours down, a final right, no longer left holding the quiet. gave you everything I knew how to give, all the love I had to live. I held your fears inside my hands, believed in futures we never planned. You smiled at me like I was home, like with me you'll never be alone. But somewhere love changed its temper, and I wasn't enough forever. Some hearts shift quietly, long before they choose to leave. I wasn't enough for your forever, not the shelter, not the weight, not the tether. I loved you deep, but you loved me better when love was young and light as feathers. I wasn't enough for your forever. You slipped away like a fading letter. I tried to hold on, but love's a sever, and I couldn't be your forever. You whispered dreams of distant days, pain and futures and soft displays. I held your words like sacred truth, believed that love belonged to youth. But slowly doubt wore down your eyes, turning warm to cold goodbyes. You wanted more than I could deliver. I guess I wasn't enough for your forever. I try to fight the fear you made, but love can't bloom when it's afraid. I wasn't enough for your forever, not the shelter, not the weight, not the tether. I loved you deep, but you loved me better when love was young and light as feathers. I wasn't enough for your forever. You slipped away like a faded letter. I tried to hold on, but love's a sever, and I couldn't be your forever. Your forever. Yeah, maybe I gave too much of me, thinking love would guarantee that you'd stay strong and stay through pain. But forever doesn't work that way. I watched you drift like a restless tide, carrying pieces of my pride. You held my face like truth was bitter, like loving me felt like a quitter. And when you left, you didn't cry, just sighed a quiet goodbye. I begged for something to remember, but you'd already left all forever. Now I'm learning who I am again, without your touch, without your hands. I'm stitching wounds that slow and ache, trying to heal the space you break. One day my heart will understand. One day I'll hold a gentler hand, a love that stays through every weather. Someone who won't need more forever. I wasn't enough for your forever, but that doesn't mean I wasn't worth the endeavor. I gave you love that couldn't sever, even when yours grew light as feathers. I wasn't enough for your forever, but someday I'll find something better. But hope that won't treat love as a measure, and maybe then I'll have my forever. You're a chapter, not the end, a broken lesson, a former friend. And though it hurts, I know I'll never wish to be your Didn't take your jacket from the chair, didn't empty drawers, didn't clear the air. You walked out softly like you planned to return, leaving behind was still aches and burns. The hallway hums with the quiet you left, every shadow a little bereft. And on the night we came undone, you closed the door but left the light on. It felt like hope, it felt like pain, a tiny flame. You left the light on, like part of you was torn between staying and being gone. Like love wasn't finished, just drifting along, a half-spoken whisper still holding on. You left the light on, a quiet sign that something's wrong. I keep staring at the glow till dawn. Why'd you leave the light on if you're gone? Your toothbrush waits beside mine still, your favorite mug on the windowsill. Little pieces of you in every room, turning the house into a quiet tomb. I try to sleep but the glow won't fade like a promise you never made. It flickers soft like a memory drawn of the night you left, but kept the light on. Do you miss the home we used to be, or is that light just haunting me? You left the light on, like part of you was torn between staying and being gone. Like love wasn't finished, just drifting along, a half-spoken whisper still holding on. You left the light on, a quiet sign that something's wrong. I keep staring at that glow till dawn. Why'd you leave the light on if you're gone? Maybe you couldn't say goodbye, maybe the truth was too hard to try. Maybe you left that little flame to tell me leaving still felt the same. But God, it hurts to see it burn, to watch the light and hope you return, to wonder if you hesitated at the edge of love we created. Did your hand tremble on the switch? Did you think of me in that final glitch? Or did you leave it on withdrawn, not for love, just to move on? I'm learning slowly how to live with all the things you didn't give, the unfinished words you left behind, the fading glow you kept in mind. One day I'll turn that light off to let the darkness forget you, but tonight the truth still lingers strong. You walked away and left the light on. You left the light on like you were, when short of love was gone. Like you might come back before the dawn, before the final fate of us. But things don't mend from fragile trust. You left the light on, a ghost that flickers all night long. I'll turn it off when I feel strong, but for now I sit here with the light still on. Maybe someday I'll understand why you let go of my trembling hand, but tonight I breathe the quiet dawn in the glow you left when you moved on. You're gone, but the light stays on. I thought time would soften the edges of you, turn sharp goodbyes into something smooth. But every morning you rise with the sun, a quiet reminder of what's come undone. Your shadow follows me room to room, your laughter echoes in empty gloom. I try to move on, but my heart disagrees, because somehow the memory still breathes. It's not the past that hurts the most, it's the way it lives, like a gentle ghost. The memory still breathes in every corner where you used to be, in every song that brushes past me, in every night I fail to sleep. The memory still breathes, soft as a whisper beneath my grief. I keep letting go, but it won't release your touch, your voice. The memory still breathes. I found the sweater you left behind, still holding warmth, though it's not mine. Your scent has faded, but not enough. It pulls me back to fragile love. I wish forgetting were easy to choose, but hearts don't work like something you lose, and mine still trembles like autumn leaves whenever the memory breathes. I close my eyes, but it lingers there, a trace of love still in the air. The memory still breathes in every corner where you used to be, in every song that brushes past me, in every night I fail to sleep. The memory still breathes, soft as a whisper beneath my grief. I keep letting go, but it won't release your touch, your voice. The memory still breathes. Oh, maybe some loves never fully die, they live in moments we can't deny. Maybe your goodbye wasn't the end, just a part of you that couldn't mend. But God, it hits me in quiet hours, when the world is still and soft with power. I hear you laugh like you're in the room, feel your presence through the gloom. I breathe you in, though you're long gone, like your heartbeat still hums along. A truth in my broken chest believes that somehow the memory still breathes. Oh, tonight my heart still intercedes, because for now the memory breathes. The memory still breathes in the quiet corners of loved ones, freed in the half-felt dreams and half-lost needs. We're holding on and healing need. The memory still breathes, even as time pulls me to leave. It fades and returns like ocean seas. Your ghost of love still breathes in me. Maybe one day it will sleep, a gentle shadow buried deep. But until then my heart believes you're gone, but the memory still breathes. soft parts of me, even the ones you didn't need. Held you close when you didn't ask. Wore my heart then, trying to make love last. I let your silence feel like truth. Believed your distance was just a mood, but somewhere deep I always understood I loved you more than I should. You never asked me to stay this long, but love turned right where you leaned wrong. I loved you more than I should, more than your heart ever understood. Gave you the best of all I could, even when you barely stood. I loved you more than I should, held on tighter than anyone would. You took what you needed and I, like a fool, still believe you love me like you should. Ooh, you were a storm I tried to calm, a restless fire I took with open arms. You came in pieces I tried to mend. Thought loving hard could make you bend. You never met me halfway once, but I kept hoping with every month. My heart kept fighting beyond what it could, because I loved you more than I should. I knew the truth before it hurt, that I was soil you left as dirt. I loved you more than I should, more than your heart ever understood. Gave you the best of all I could, even when you barely stood. I loved you more than I should, held on tighter than anyone would. You took what you needed and I, like a fool, still believe you love me like you should. Maybe loving you was meant to break me, teach me truth and then remake me. Maybe some hearts have to fall apart to find the strength they had from the start. But God, it hurts to see it clear, to know you never drew me near. I built my world around your smile, but you only stayed a little while. You loved me less than I understood, while I loved you more than I should. And now I'm standing where we stood, a heart too loyal, a love too good. I'm learning now to choose myself, to close the door you never held, to give my heart a quieter space where love returns at the same pace. One day I'll love without this ache, without the fear of my own mistake. But tonight I sit where you once stood, still healing from loving you more than I should. I loved you more than I should, more than your heart ever understood. I broke myself just to win good, held on tighter than anyone would. But loving you taught what it could, that my heart is deep, my love is good. And though you never loved the way you should, I'm proud I love even more than I should. Maybe someday you'll understand how hard I tried to hold your hand. But even then, I know I could never go back to loving you more than I should. We used to talk until the stars got tired, shared quiet dreams and small desires. Your voice was home, my safest place, a gentle light in an endless space. But now the nights feel colder still. Your empty words no longer fill the cracks that grew from doubt and fear. The truth is clear, our story ends here. Not with a scream, not with a tear, just fading echoes drawing near. Our story ends here, right at the place where love disappears, where the past still whispers but no one hears. We tried to run but lost the gears, and now we're standing in the quiet fear that our story ends here. We walked on memories just to survive, pretending love was still alive. Your smile grew soft, your eyes grew dim, like holding on was wearing thin. I reached for you, but you stepped back, a silent truth along the track. Some endings come without frontier, just a quiet knowing our story ends here. Sometimes goodbye arrives too slow, a gentle shift we barely know. Our story ends here, right at the place where love disappears, where the past still whispers but no one hears. We tried to run but lost the gears, and now we're standing in the quiet fear that our story ends here. Maybe we gave all we could give, maybe this love had no more to live. Maybe the hope we held so dear was just a shadow drawing near. But it still hurts to face the truth, to let go of our tender youth, to walk away from all we planned with trembling hearts and empty hands. I still remember how you said forever wasn't something you dread, but forever change became unclear until the moment our story ends here. Now I'm learning how to walk alone, to breathe again in the great unknown. The world feels wide, the future near, a world without you, sharp and sincere. But endings bloom where new roads start, and though it breaks my fragile heart, I whisper soft into the atmosphere, this is goodbye. Our story ends here, our story ends here, where love once whispered sweet and clear, where hearts held tight have disappeared, leaving footprints of every year. Our story ends here, but ending doesn't mean severe. It means we love beyond the frontier, even if now our story ends here. One last breath, one final tear, one quiet truth we both revere. We loved, we tried, but now it's clear, this chapter closes. Our story ends here.